I want you to think about what it means when the people who built the system start quietly building exits from it. Right now, in 2025 and 2026, billionaires are racing to construct underground bunkers, and not one at a time. If everything is fine, why are the people who know the most acting like it isn't? Let's talk about what they're actually building and what the sheer scale of it tells us. So, let's actually look at what's been built, because this isn't theoretical. You can buy into it right now. In Kansas, buried 200 feet underground inside a decommissioned Cold War missile silo, the Survival Condo is exactly what it sounds like. 15 floors, swimming pool, rock climbing wall, cinema, hydroponic gardens, aquaponic tilapia farm, all underground. Units run from $1.5 million to $3 million, with the penthouse starting at $4.5 million. And the developer is already building a second, larger silo nearby, expected to cost $50 to $60 million, with a waiting list of interested buyers. A waiting list for a bunker. Then there's Vivos xPoint in South Dakota, an 18 square mile site with 575 steel and concrete bunkers, theoretically capable of housing 5,000 people. Lease prices have risen from $25,000 to around $55,000 as demand has climbed. And that's before you factor in the cost of actually making your bunker livable, because the lease requires tenants to use their own money to install basic utilities. You pay to get in, then you pay to make it habitable. That's not a real estate deal, that's a hedge. And on the European side, the Vivos Group, the same network behind xPoint, operates Vivos Europa 1, a former Cold War military bunker in Germany, converted into private luxury quarters. The scale and secrecy around that project is its own story. Here's what I keep coming back to. None of these are fringe operations run out of someone's garage. The operator of xPoint alone says he runs background checks on prospective tenants and turns away 20 to 25% of applicants. There are waiting lists. There are secondary real estate markets. There are leases being litigated all the way to the South Dakota Supreme Court in 2026. This isn't a few eccentrics. This is a market, an organized, accelerating, quietly expanding market for surviving whatever comes next. And that's the part that should make you uncomfortable, because the what is only half the story. The why is where it gets genuinely disturbing. Would you actually buy into something like the Survival Condo? Yes or no? Drop your answer in the comments below. Because the real question isn't whether these places exist, it's why the people funding them seem to know something we don't. Think about who these people actually are. They have access to information or insights most people don't. At their level, they regularly deal with global risks, cyber threats, geopolitical tensions, economic instability, and the unpredictable development of advanced AI. These aren't outsiders watching the news and panicking. These are the insiders who shape the news. They own the infrastructure. They fund the research. They sit in the rooms where the real risk assessments happen. And that's exactly what makes this a signal, not a quirk. In finance, there's a concept called revealed preference. It's simple. Ignore what people say, watch what they do with their money. When someone tells you the economy is fine, but quietly moves their savings into gold and land, the action is the truth. Today's ultra-high net worth individuals are investing in sophisticated underground compounds that combine luxury real estate, advanced security systems, and self-sustaining infrastructure. That's not fear talking. That's a portfolio decision. If the people developing the world's most powerful technologies are building bunkers, it could indicate they don't fully trust the systems they're creating. Not necessarily because of the technology itself, but because of how unstable the broader world might become in response to it. Job losses, misinformation, political unrest, grid vulnerability, pick your catastrophe. They seem to be hedging against all of them simultaneously. And here's the sharpest thing I can say about all of this. The most alarming part isn't that they're scared. It's that they're not telling us what they're scared of. They're building the exits. They're not posting the evacuation map. The race is real. The secrecy around it is the conspiracy. And the fact that the people who built the world are quietly preparing to outlast it. That's not a fringe theory anymore. That's a pattern. Hit subscribe to stay ahead of stories like this one.